What's going down, man? It's your boy, Donnie Houston. We celebrating 3 years of chopping it up right here on the Donnie Houston podcast. Go to DonnieHoustonReal.com right now and get you one of these brand new Choppers t-shirts available in the mono black, tight white, and the gray tape edition.
That's when you saw the TF Records come up, and Keke came out on the TF Records. Cause we had the first single, and we was still on that independent grind, so we dropped that Chunk Up the Deuce. Mm-hmm. We had Power Wow on it. They didn't want to clear Power Wow because they didn't have nothing to do with Keke. So we still worked the record. We worked that record, and I ended up having a partner that was in the building over there with Sylvia Rome. As a matter of fact, it was I want to say Cash Money business manager, and he linked me up with Sylvia Rome, and I orchestrated that situation for Keke.
Okay, talk about that, because that was monumental for Keke to go over there. You know
oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
no
he's
doubt.
been on the show and talked about even for him what he was in life. You know what I'm saying? What it did for him.
Yeah, no doubt. And we actually, man, I be telling Keke, I wish he would have came over that, because we went to Keke a year before he actually signed with us.
Oh, y'all had been trying to get that?
Yeah, we had already talked to Keke, went to his studio and everything, and met up with him. But we didn't end up signing him till a year later. But we were trying to get him back then, because it was only, like I say, man, we don't care where you from. Keke was hot. We knew Keke from what he had done in the past. So and it was a big move for the city, and I just like the fact that he had the balls to do it. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people might not have took that road worried about what somebody gonna say. At the end of the day, it's all business. We never brought Keke over there and say, "Nah, you Swishahouse, you ain't SUC no more." He still repped SUC, and we supported him. Yeah, but and that helped his career a whole lot, because he already had fans on the north side, but the soldiers that was around us became his soldiers.
Man, what was the talk about the delay? Because it was like we got Chunk Up the Deuce, and then it took like a year or two for the Love by Few, Hated by Many. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying. Let me see. Did we come out? Then we dropped the I'ma G. We dropped the I'ma G before.
I'ma G might have came out in between all that, but it was still like a wait. Like, I remember the album before the album came, and it was like, okay, here's the announcement that he's with Swishahouse. Keke finna do something with Swishahouse. Chunk Up the Deuce is like right after that, all in that same summer.
Yeah.
I'ma G came maybe a little bit later, because Chunk Up the Deuce rode for a little while.
But you got to look at it. We was still going off the. Like, it really wasn't no break, because after he dropped ABA, then he was killing them on the mixtapes. Then him and Young Red dropped Cost of Living. That was hot. Like, we was doing a bunch of shows. Keke was going, and that was another thing. So everything Paul was doing, we was putting Keke on that.
And that's probably our favorite rapper, so it works.
So we getting. And that's another thing they probably sitting there hot about. They ain't got nothing to do with Keke, but Keke benefiting off of being on BET, MTV, you know what I mean? All these different situations. Then he was on Break 'Em Off. That was a big record for Paul. It just so happened, I want to say that's when Keke Pass caught up with him, and he ended up doing a couple of months in jail. That's why you see his son in that video instead of Keke. Yeah, but we held Key down the whole time, man.
Donnie Houston.